What's up guys, Blue Kingo here, and I'm back with another What If. So today guys, I'm doing What If Goku was sent to Kami's lookout. Now, Goku have way more potential. Now why? Well, if he just sent Kami's lookout, that's not gonna change the story too much. So Goku would have the middle of Goten's and Gohan's potential. Right in the middle of Gohan and Goten's potential. So, yeah. It's what if Goten and Gohan had the potential together and split in half. And that's what Goku's potential would be. So, he was sent to Earth, but he wasn't sent to he was sent to a different area. So when he got to Kami's lookout, Kami saw the blast. But Kami saw something and it looked like an energy blast. So Mr. Popo decided to catch it to save Kami, and he catched it, and it was an egg, and it was a space pod from a boy, from somebody. Mr. Popo decides to keep the space pod. Maybe somebody shot his kid up and just to come down right directly where he is, and he just wanted to test it. But he was wrong. That kid was a Saiyan erased kid. So right as Kami saw Goku's tail, he thought of it and decided to cut his tail so he looked like a human. Or he was a human, but a weird species one, or something happened to him. So Kami cut off his tail. But just like that, Goku right off the bat didn't have a tail. He was just a normal boy as a kid. He didn't have anything weird. Right. Well, Goku had some other issues. Those other issues were actually his family. Kami and Mr. Popo tried to find it, but they couldn't find it, so they decided to kill the baby, or they were pure of heart, Kami and Mr. Popo, so I don't think they would do that. But they would keep the baby, or the space pod of the babies, and just name him something. I would say that his name would still be Goku, just because they are gods, Kami and Mr. Popo, so they would know some good names. So yeah. After that, they would space off in the distance, and Mr. Popo would decide to train Goku. How? Well, he would know some moves from his friends, his good old friend Master Oshi. So he would try on the Kamehameha to see if this kid can figure it out what it is. So this kid doesn't really know what it is and just brushes off it. Goku is about 2 or 3 years old, so he tries it and screams, Kamehameha! Ha! Shooting a little blast from his hands. It was not too big, but it was a pretty cool blast, he said. Ooh, what is that? He didn't know how to speak too well, but it was okay. So, Mr. Popo would give him the turtle school outfit still, because Mr. Popo would think it would fit on him, and he was right. It would have fit on Goku because everything fits Goku. So after that, Goku starts to train with Mr. Popo a lot, but a lot. Not just a little bit, a lot more than normal. Mr. Popo would say, "Oh, hello there. Kami, I see you're back." "Yes, I am, and I want this child to come with me, Mr. Popo." Mr. Popo agreed and told him, "What are you going to do with him, Kami?" "Nothing. I'm just going to train him, Popo. Don't be worried." Mr. Popo says, "Okay." Kami wishes for the dragon to come out, and Kami wishes for this kid to have the potential to have the power of God Ki. Now, Kami would know who Beerus is because he's a former god, and Kami would know some stuff from potentially King Kai. So King Kai would have told him who Beerus is and wished him to have God Ki, because King Kai would have told Goku that God Ki is a thing that Beerus has. So Goku would have gotten God Ki and was pretty strong as training with Kami, and he has God Ki. His power level would be 1,000 at just 2 or 3 years old from training. So he decides to train way more with Kami, and 1 year later, his power level is 3 to 4,000 from training with Kami, and the Dragon Balls are back. So Kami wishes for youth, and his power level is straight up 1,000 from wishing for youth. So Kami and Goku train. And Goku grows up a bit more. And in the wild, he met Chi-Chi. So he would have married her, and when he was 20, he would have married Chi-Chi. But he would go to the martial arts tournament and meet Krillin, and Krillin and Goku would have been best friends since then. Goku and Krillin would have been best friends since a while ago. So Krillin and Goku would have chilled up in the Kami's lookout. So Krillin's power level would be 600 from training with Goku. Now, Goku 1 year before he was with married Chi-Chi, Kami had wished for himself to get God Ki as well, and Krillin to have God Ki in 2 years before Goku was going to get married, or 3 years before Goku was going to get married. So 1 year was left. Goku's power level was 18,000. Kami's being 16, and Krillin's being 8,560. So, if you guys think this is some bit overpowered, but they do have God Ki, and they are all training together. And this is not even a time chamber. Keep that in mind. So Goku and Chi-Chi get married, everybody's gathered around. Goku's 3 best masters, Master Oshi, Master Popo, and Master Kami, or Kami. Goku's 3 best masters, and his, fathers. Also, Goku would have not hit his head, so he would know about his family. And that's why he was training Kami to be the next Guardian of Earth, so he could get the Dragon Balls an increase. So Goku would get married, and Gohan would be born. Now, Gohan would not have God Ki, unfortunately, because Kami wished for Goku to have God Ki, but not born with God Ki, so that's unfortunate. But Gohan would have a little bit, just a tiny bit potential. Not like he was a hybrid, so he would have Gohan's potential. But Goku would have better potential because he was in the middle of the kids. Goten and Gohan, together's potential, Goku's in the middle of that. And Gohan would just have Gohan potential, so yeah. So, Gohan, this is 5 years before Raditz arrives. Gohan, when he was 3, Goku took him to the lookout because Chi-Chi would be a Z fighter as well. So Gohan and Chi-Chi were taken by Goku to the lookout to train. Gohan's power level would be 20 because of training a little bit of training. From just a Saiyan hybrid, training a little bit with Chi-Chi, and Chi-Chi's power level would be 200. So, we have 2 more years to go. Goku trains and his power level goes from 16,000 to 22,000. Kami 20,000, Krillin 16,000, Chi-Chi impressively 4,000, and Gohan 2,000. Now, Tian would be at 5,000, Yaochu would be at 4,000, and that's about the whole. Oh, and I was about to forget about Yamcha. Yamcha would be at 4,000 with Chaozu. So Chi-Chi and Gohan were the weakest. But Chi's power level was 4,000 with the others, and Gohan's was 2,000. But in his increase of anger, it would be 4,000. Increase of anger. And Goku, in those 1 years, had unlocked a new form. This new form was called the Kari. And in that form, Goku's power level was 220,000. Because it gives you a 10 times boost. So it would be 220,000, which is a crazy power boost. Like 220,000, that's even bigger than Vegeta's Great Ape. So, yeah, Raditz arrives, and he is scared because he sees his scouter and he senses, he sees from scouter a power level of 22,000. Great! Wonderful! He acts good in front of his brother. And he acts like a good guy. When he makes it here, he sees his brother training with the others. He asks, "Brother?" Kakarot looks to him and says, "Brother, are you back to get me?" Raditz says, "Yes, actually, I'm back to get you because there's this evil empire called Frieza, and he wants to destroy our whole Saiyan race, our father, our mother." Raditz, about that, I saw that and got kind of angry, but I can revive my father and mother, but with these wishing balls, but they don't really work for immortality. Goku was smarter than that. And he knew that he could sense that his brother had an evil aura around him. So he told him that the wishing balls could not grant immortality, but they actually could. So he told him that they couldn't grant immortality. They couldn't grant people that were dead for over 1 year. And they couldn't grant people that were dead for a second time. And Raditz is shocked. Also, Krillin would have not died once. So Krillin would have not died once. He would have died 0 times. 0. So, Piccolo's saga would have went pretty easy. Because Piccolo would have been swiped up by Goku. And Piccolo Jr. would have been the same thing. So, yeah. After that, it's Raditz, and Goku tells him to stay with them, and they will figure out when he gets stronger than ever, they will get enough to defeat that tyrant, Frieza. And when I become the Guardian of Earth, I will make the Dragon Balls way better. Krillin says, Raditz says okay, and tells him that he's going to call the remaining other Saiyans to come here so they can train with them. Goku says, the other Saiyans? Yes, there is 4 more Saiyans alive. One named Vegeta, the Prince of the Saiyans. One named Nappa. One named the Broly, the Legendary. And one named Paragus, the father of Broly. Oh! Great! Now Kami, Krillin, Yamcha, Tianshan, and yeah, they would all have God Ki for training with Goku, and Kami and Krillin wish to have God Ki, so yeah. Now, after that, I'm going to leave it off here today. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Blue King Gozzy out. Peace. But have a great day, by the way.